So in the previous class, we discussed on what is management oriented research work, and we also talked about what is the purpose of management oriented research work. In this class, we will discuss that what kind of research works we can do, and obviously from the perspective of management, because this course is research methods for management. Here in the slides you can see that there are several types of research addressed here: pure or basic research or applied research, and also you can see that exploratory or problem oriented research, descriptive or problem solving research, quantitative research, qualitative research. So these are the general classification of research work. But the management oriented research work, you can see that there is they have mentioned about theory building research, theory testing research, and problem centered or practical research. So this is also very common type of thing, which we have already discussed, that I have told you earlier that if the problem is not very structured, and if you can come across with different research problems, if you can accumulate all of them and you can create some specific problems, if you can convert into, or if you go through the root cause analysis, then that also comes under the domain of research. Okay. So in management domain, the first kind of research work that we can talk about, if it will be better if we go through some research articles and we focus on that, what kind of research works they have done, to get an insight on it. Okay. So a research article is an article that is published in a journal. Okay. It can be classified as, one is the review article and another is original research article. Okay. So a review article is an article that summarizes the current state of understanding on a topic. The review article surveys and summarizes previously published studies. So what does it mean? It means that if you can summarize different research problems, and if you can express the insight of those problems, then also that is a sort of research work, which you can say that review article based research work. Okay. But in this case, the presentation is actually it is very important. The presentation is very important. Okay. I can give you some examples of the review article. Okay. One review paper here, one review article. There are some two links are given. Okay, two links are given here for the review articles. So I am going through the first article. Okay, you just have a look at this one. You will still do the project for which your parents will pay the They are ready to pay money for the project and they are ready to start the project with you. Correct? So I think everybody is happy with the project. And he is asking a reply from me. I just said thank you. That's all. Now, talk to your parents what we have discussed now. Talk to both the parents. Okay, with this. And then send a mail. Okay, because WhatsApp will not be sufficient as a record. Correct. No. Government normally they don't pay. Okay, I don't know it. Yes. So now I hope you can see this article. This article was published in this journal, Computers and Industrial Engineering. The title of this article is Patient Flow Modeling and Performance Analysis of Healthcare Delivery Processes in Hospitals, a Review and Reflections. This is actually a review article. Okay. This paper is also very good. I mean, this journal is also very renowned journal, Computers and Industrial Engineering. Only the abstract you can see here, and you don't have the option to download it, but I have the copies of this article. I can share you this particular article. You will see that if you go through this particular article, you will notice that there are different mathematical models, different mathematical tools and techniques are actually implemented by the previous researchers for patient flow modeling and performance analysis. Okay. So what the authors have done, authors have gone through those articles and they have classified the patient flow modeling based on the tools and techniques. Okay. Suppose, for example, somebody has implemented analytic hierarchy process, or somebody has implemented analytic network process, or somebody has implemented Topsys method, somebody has implemented Prometheus, or somebody has implemented, suppose, Gaia. Okay. So somebody has implemented, suppose, genetic algorithm. Some researchers have implemented simulated annealing based approach. Okay. So if you go through these different articles, you will see that there are some common things you will find if you go through some articles. For example, the ANP, analytic network process, and DEMATL, or decision making trial and evolutionary laboratory, or Topsys, These methods are actually, suppose for example, multi-criteria decision modeling method. Okay, some other methods may be associated with optimization techniques. So they have classified uh, as per the tools and techniques, some multi-criteria decision modeling techniques or optimization techniques, or regarding the based on the implementation, uh, uh, based on the tools and techniques, sorry, they have classified different models. So this is one kind of paper, and this is one kind of research work where you can classify as per tools and techniques if you want to do some review article based research work. But there are some other techniques as well. Okay, now I am going to show you another paper. Yes, now you can see that I actually did this paper. The title of this paper is Indicators and Methods for Environmentally Conscious Manufacturing Programs, Review and Reflections. Okay. Here I have considered, you can see that several articles, several previous research articles I have considered, and accordingly I have classified those articles. Some articles are related to environmental proactivity, some are related to financial performance, some are related to manufacturing based operational practices, some are related to non-manufacturing based operational practices, and under uh, those it can be further classified, like for example in under manufacturing based uh, operational practices, you can see that there is integrated pollution control approach, energy consumption control approach, lean manufacturing practices, uh, like this. Under environmental proactivity, you can see that there is strategic environmental assessment, sustainability measurement, intelligent environmental management, environmental innovation management, environmental risk governance. So there are lots of paper based on these issues. Okay, and also I have described the indicators that they have uh, actually addressed for these types of methods. So you can easily understand that this paper is not like the previous paper. In the previous paper, all the literature articles were actually classified according to the tools and techniques. But here I have emphasized on the methods, different types of methods I have considered. I have not classified as per the tools and techniques or according to tools and techniques. And of course, there are some overlapping methods you can find. Okay, for example, the intelligent environmental management, or that may be overlapping with the sustainability measurement, because if you are using computer or online based system to control the environmental damage, that also ensures the sustainability of the process. Okay, so there may be some overlapping methods, but still you can classify it in this way because they are not exactly the same. Okay, so these are some kinds of uh, review article based research work. Okay, now we will again we will come back to our slide and we will see some other type of research. You can see that this is all about review article, just now we discussed, but there are some other research works like original research article. Original research article can also based on the survey based paper research work or case study. Okay, so in this in the original research article, you actually usually you collect the data. It may be primary data or even it may be secondary data, uh, but you actually do some mathematical based analysis you do in your original research articles, or even if it is qualitative research work. In case of quantitative research work, definitely you need to use mathematical modeling kind of stuffs, but in case of qualitative research work, not like that. But in case of original research article, your unique contribution will be there. There must be some novelty, at least some amount of novelty will be there apart from the classification. Okay, or apart from the uh, uh, the kind of classification that we have just now mentioned in this original research article, the review article. Okay, so that kind of thing that is to be done. Some novelty is required in this kind of research work, or alternatively you can also propose some mathematical models or some tools and techniques you can also propose, or simply you can also use those tools and techniques to solve a particular problem. So now there is you can see that this is one paper. Okay, we can go through this link and you can copy it, go through the link. Let's check out. Yes, so here you can see that this paper is about developing a sustainability index for public health supply chains. Okay, this has been published in Sustainable Futures, the Journal of Elsevier Publishing House. So here you will get the full paper you can download. Maybe this is actually this is not you don't need to have any access. This is open article, I think. So you can see what they have done. In this case, they have developed a sustainability index for public health supply chain. So this is a kind of original research article because there is sufficient amount of novelty and you have really created something. Okay, you have not just gone through the literature and you have come up with some decisions out of it. It's not like that. Okay, so here you have created something called sustainability index for public health supply chains. You can see, if you scroll down, you can see that how they have done it, or how what it looks like, the sustainability index. So this is kind of original. This is an example of some original research article. Okay. Now we will move on to another article. Okay. So in this case, you can see yes. So the title of this is Measuring the Efficiency of Decision Making Units. Okay. And the authors are Chance, Cooper and Rhodes, and this was published in a very prestigious journal called European Journal of Operational Research way back in 1978. So here the authors have proposed a particular tool called data envelopment analysis. They have proposed particular tool that can measure the comparative efficiency. So you can understand that here they are developing some, they have developed a particular tool, mathematical tool. This kind of research work is not very easy to do, and it is a kind of pure innovation. Earlier also we have seen that the sustainability index was proposed by the researchers. That is a kind of that is obviously an original research article, and this is also original research article. But the difference is that in the earlier case, that was not some mathematical tool as such. That is obviously you will get some formula for the sustainability index, but it is not a mathematical tool. Rather, that is a process oriented tool, or process means it may be the sustainability measurement process oriented tool, but it is a kind of mathematical tool which can have implementation in different domains. Okay, so this is kind of mathematical tool. Then again we will go back to the original slide, and you can see that another article is there. Okay, so this article we can also see. Okay, so yes, so this is another article. This was also published in European Journal of Operational Research, and the title of the article is Equivalence and Implementation of Alternative Methods for Determining Returns to Scale in Data Envelopment Analysis. Okay, so basically in this paper, actually there were some drawbacks of the previous paper. You can see that this writer Cooper, this paper was authored by Banker, Chang and Cooper, but the Cooper was the common author in both the papers. Okay, so earlier the methodology, DEA methodology that was proposed by Chance, Cooper and Rhodes in this particular methodology there were some drawbacks, because in this case the scale efficiency was not actually considered by the authors. So the efficiency that they used to evaluate, that is overall technical efficiency, because it was assumed that a larger unit and even smaller unit both work on same scale, and the proportionality, it will remain same in all the cases. But practically speaking, we know that as the size of a particular unit increases, the outputs, the scale of the output, that is actually influenced. Okay, so this particular that's why it was the earlier method that was proposed, it was not very much fruitful. So hence they have come up with a new idea to incorporate a convexity constraint in the mathematical model. Okay, so that they can calculate only pure technical efficiency rather than the overall technical efficiency, because with the help of the introduction of the convexity constraint, the scale efficiency can be separated. Okay, so this is what I would like to say, that this paper, this is a modification of the previous mathematical tool. So this also comes under the domain of original research article. Okay, and this is also very good work. Now again we will go back to the PPT, and yes. So there you can see that original application. Okay, so this paper we can have a look at. So an explorative study to enable environmentally conscious manufacturing for an industrial gearbox manufacturing organization. Okay, so here in this case the application is done. You can see that here there we have implemented, actually this paper was made by me, and we have implemented the analytic hierarchy process. So, analytic hierarchy process is already an established method. Okay, so that methodology was implemented by us. Okay, that methodology was implemented by us. First, the AHP was proposed by TL Sati, and we just implemented that particular mathematical tool. So this is a kind of original article that that we quite often we use. But in these kinds of research work, it is to be kept in mind that it is very difficult to publish in a good journal if you simply just use only one tool or a technique, unless it is survey or unless you incorporate some core technical issues. This article has been only published because lot of technical details regarding the industrial gearbox production, or particularly how to control the grinding operation, that we have discussed in this research work we have proposed. So for that reason, the strength of the paper was increased. So that's why this paper has been accepted in a good journal. But if you simply use only, if you just simply take a tool and if you just use that tool, that won't be accepted in a good journal, because it will not, the reviewer will not assume that there is sufficient amount of novelty exists in that particular paper. So what kind of thing we can do? We can go for some hybridization of different tools and techniques, and we can implement that hybrid tool in a particular case study. That is possible, and that kind of research work may be accepted in even in good journals or reputed journals. Okay, so I can show you that one such kind of work. Yes, this you can see that evolution of environmentally conscious manufacturing programs using a 3 hybrid multi-criteria decision analysis method. So in this work, 2 multi-criteria decision modeling techniques are actually mixed with another you can, that also you can say that one MCDA method. So 3 multi-criteria decision analysis methods have been hybridized or mixed. Here in this case, DEMATL, ANP, and data envelopment analysis. Here it is a restricted multiplier data envelopment analysis method. They have been all together, they have been hybridized, and we have come up with some results. So this is actually hybridization, and this has been implemented to a specific problem, so that you can also do. That means you can hybridize some different mathematical tools and techniques, and if you can implement those hybridized tool to some specific case study, then also it may be considered in some good journals, and that is a good work. So, now the final one, we can see that this is another paper. Okay, we can go through this paper. This is basically survey based paper. Okay, this is basically survey based paper. So you can see here that the title of the paper is Exploring Role of Environmental Proactivity in Financial Performance of Manufacturing Enterprises, Structural Modeling Approach. Okay. So in this particular type of research work, we have examined that what is the relationship between environmental proactivity with and financial performance. Okay. and how they are related to each other. So that we have figured out. So this is basically hypothesis testing, because we have proposed from the literature review, we have proposed some hypothesis, and we have tested that whether that our research hypothesis or alternative hypothesis is valid or not. So this is actually kind of survey based research work. Obviously this also comes under the domain of original research article, and this kind of research work is this also you can communicate to some good journal. Okay. So most of the management oriented research works are actually based on the hypothesis testing. Okay. And there is also another type of research work which is based on optimization, which can be based on optimization. Okay. Different fields you can implement those things, but in our course we will particularly follow this particular survey based work. These are not actually based on the optimization. This is actually the difference between the survey and very specific kind of particular, when you are solving a particularly specific type of problem, there you more emphasize on the optimization kind of thing. But when you do the survey oriented research work, then you much more rely on the statistical analysis kinds of thing. I'm not saying that optimization cannot be used, or I'm not even saying that in the very specific kind of thing statistical tools or techniques cannot be applied. I'm not saying that, but in majority of the cases it is fine that you will find that these kinds of survey based research works are more or less they are based on the statistical kind of analysis. Okay. So in our course we will actually go through mostly the statistical analysis, not mostly, we will focus on the statistical analysis. Okay, not the optimization tools and techniques, because the optimization different optimization techniques like the linear programming problems or the non-linear programming problems, those will be discussed in the course of operations research or the advanced operations research. Okay. So I hope that you have already got an idea about different types of research. Okay. This is more practical approach, I think, because rather than discussing on the very common type of, very theoretical type of things, it's better to go through the research articles to understand the concepts of different types of researches or the classification of research, because you will get some hand-on experience or the practical experience, practical exposure. Because unless you do that, if you just go through the slides, you won't be able to understand, or you won't be able to properly speculate. Now, what is research methodology? This is a big part. Okay. Now, just have a look at the definition that research methodology is a systematic way to solve a problem. It's a science of studying how research is to be carried out. Essentially, the procedures by which researchers go about their work of describing, explaining, and predicting phenomena are called research methodology. And it's also defined as the case as the study of methods by which knowledge is gained. Its aim to solve the work plan of research. So importance of research methodology in research, like which is a suitable method for the chosen problem. What is the order of accuracy of the result of a method, or what is the efficiency of the method? So all these come under research methodology. So clearly there are different types of management research according to nature, purpose and context. However, it's useful to describe in broad terms overall management research process, which can be introduced like identification of broad area of research, selection of specific research topic, decisions regarding research approach, formulation of research plan, information collection, data analysis and presentation of findings. Okay. So I will give you some examples of research methodology, that how a research method actually you need to carry out, because this is a very crucial step. Okay, because unless you know about how to conduct the research work, you won't be able to use any kind of method. You may learn different tools and techniques, but only learning the tools and techniques is not sufficient, because you need to also learn that in which case which particular tools or techniques you need to implement, and not only that, but also you need to learn that how to collect the data. Okay, how to collect the data and how to validate the data. Okay, and how you can uh, set up a relationship between your research objective and your data collection process. Okay, so all these things I will discuss in the next class, and I will also discuss different types of data measurement scales. You already know most probably that the nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio, these are the 4 data measurement scales are there, but actually there are, in research work you will find there are 2 types of data. One is cardinal data and another is ordinal data. Okay, in case of ordinal data, you use most of the researchers, they use kind of scale based thing. For example, the Likert scale, that means you measured the degree of the statement 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 like this, but you don't have some actual, you may not have some actual data in case of ordinal data-based research work. But in case of cardinal data-based research work, you will have to have the actual data. That's why the cardinal data-based research works are more preferred by the reviewers, and in case of optimization techniques, mostly the cardinal data-based research works are preferred, whereas in case of statistical techniques, in statistical methods, both kind of ordinal and cardinal, both kind of data you can use, but in case of survey, mostly the ordinal data-based research work is used. Okay. So now I am going to stop the recording.